Hey, what's up everybody? This is Natural Soul Man with another review here on another Tuesday. And my friends, this week I'm actually going to be taking another look at the Stirling Soap Company's soaps, what is the Deep Blue Sea. So with that being said, guys, let's get right into the review.
I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you blow my mind.
And if you've seen my other two videos, we're not gonna spend too much time here. Just wanted to show you a little close up on it, just do due diligence, show you what it looks like. But let's not spend too much time here. We've already know what the box looks like. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the video where we will take a closer look at the soap itself. And here you go, guys. This is the Deep Blue Sea soap. This is what it looks like up close and personal. And very similar to the last two soaps we looked at by these guys. It has a pale yellowish color. It has that rectangle cut. So, but we know what the soaps look like. Let's not spend too much time here either. Sort of like the last segment. We know what it looks like. But let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the video where we take a closer look at the ingredients. Putting the ingredients on the screen so you can go ahead and look at them. It's a very important part of the video. And in terms of the ingredients, it's fairly identical to the last two soaps we look at. Has a nice little variety of oils from your olive, your coconut. You also got castor oil as well. And just like the other two, this one does feature an artificial fragrance. But I'm not gonna spend too much time beating it up over that. I pretty much did that in the last two videos. I feel like I'm just kind of repeating myself at this point with this company. Now, it is important to know that I did speak to the company since then, and they did tell me that yes, they do have soaps that have artificial fragrances. They also do feature some that have essential oils as well. And they also then have some that feature a combination of both. Now, these three unfortunately have artificial fragrances, but man, I'm very curious, really curious actually to take a closer look at the ones with essential oils. So with that being said, it is pretty fair to say that we will definitely come back to this company to take a closer look at those oils, those essential oil soaps, because the quality of these soaps is there, or enough there to where it beckons for us to come back to at least check out the essential oils and see how they compare. I'm really curious and really fascinated by the idea of how the essential oil ones match up against these artificial fragrances. And ultimately, these are the ingredients. And guys, as you can tell, there's not a whole lot of them to really look at, which is never a bad thing though. But guys, let's move on to the next part of our video where we do the sniff test. In that part, I always do my best to just try to tell you guys how this bad boy smells. All right, guys, getting into the sniff test, let's go ahead and talk about the way this bar soap smells. First and foremost, definitely features a cologne smell. It has beach vibes, summer vibes. Definitely makes you think of the summer. Yes, the summer, but the beach, going surfing, things like that. Has like a very floral, woodsy smell, a little mint in there. According to the website, they were inspired by this cologne, Bleu de Chanel. But I'll say this. It's a very common smell. You know this smell. You smelled it before. It's featured in a lot of different colognes. It's featured in, I catch this in different soaps. It really makes me think or reminds me of when, remember those old stores, Abercrombie and Fitch? Remember that was a big thing? Is that still around? I don't see them very much anymore, but I still think they gotta be a thing, right? They're still a thing? Or they can't be, they must not, if they are, they're not as big as they used to be. But when I was growing up, they was like, dude, they were everywhere. It was super big. And so probably if you're my age or a little older, you definitely know what I'm talking about. But it makes me think of whenever you walk in, it has that kind of smell where else you're surrounded by these guys with no shirt. They look like they're about to go surfing, but they were in the city. It's just like, what are you doing? It was ridiculous. It makes me think of that. It reminds me of those times. American Eagles, Aeropostales, and things like that, just those type of colognes. It really has that vibe to it, man. I'm not lying to you. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, man. I don't know what to tell you. But that's what it smells like, and I'm sticking to it. But let's move on to the lather test where we see how this bad boy lathers.
I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. No, I've realized, and I'm dying to tell you blow my mind. I don't know if you
Cool deal, welcome back. This is the concluding part of the video where we kind of wrap it up and give my final thoughts, kind of talk a little bit about the soap, how I feel, and what's my thoughts and opinions on certain things. But as you just saw, we did that lather test. The lather test is impressive. These soaps by Stirling Soap Company really do feature some very impressive lathers. Man, I barely even rubbed that thing down and my soap had a incredible lather, no doubt. The box, I still hate it. I don't care for it. I don't like the box. I think the soap itself looked pretty cool, whatever. Just looked like a bar of soap, so it was cool. Moving on. And in regards of the ingredients, very identical to the other soaps, all featured the nice little group of oils from the olive to the castor, coconut oils, things like that. This one, just like the others, features that artificial fragrance, something we gotta keep in mind and just consider if you're looking or if you're more interested in these soaps. Just know that that's not a natural fragrance, that is an artificial fragrance. But I also do wanna add, because I do think it's important to add, that the Stirling Soap Company does offer soaps that only use essential oils. So that being said, the quality of the soaps, I do want to come back. I'm very interested in how the soaps do with the essential oils and really compare the smells, you know, because regardless of how I feel about the artificial fragrances, these soaps did smell very, very nice. Very masculine, just great smelling soaps overall. Almost a little too strong in the cologne. It's a great transition. Getting into the sniff test. Definitely, obviously was inspired by a cologne. It does have a cologne-like appeal. This one's, compared to the other two, this one definitely has like a beachy summer vibe. It smells like if you took Abercrombie, threw it into a soap, here you go. That type of thing. So that to me, that's just kind of the vibe. That's how that smells. So it smells good, you know. Got a nice smell. I think a lot of people are gonna like that smell. Now, how I personally feel about it, despite how it smells, I probably wouldn't buy these soaps again. I just don't feel comfortable using soaps that feature artificial fragrances like that. That's just me personally. But I know some people don't care, so hey, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. That's just how I personally feel. That's what it is. You can let me know how you think about it in the comments below, of course. And I'm pretty sure some of you will. That being said though, some other really big pros is the size and the price. This is probably going to be, I think this is probably going to be its biggest factor, or biggest attractors for these soaps by Stirling, is the fact that it's a 5.5 bar soap. That's bigger than quite a few soaps. Including Dr. Squatch or Bearsville and things like that. And it also comes out of $4.75. So, and that's really cheap. That's a good price. It's less than $5. That's a very good price. Now, I didn't see any type of subscription service, but I did notice that they do have like a clearance sale, where you can actually get some of the soaps or other products. They make a lot of soaps products, by the way. They sell like coffee and aftershave and like all kind of stuff, dude. It's crazy. But like some of their soaps, they have like a little clearance section on their website, and like some of the soaps will be on sale in there, like it's like $3.55 and stuff like that. So they get really cheap sometimes. So ultimately, I do think that's gonna be a big attraction for a lot of people looking at these soaps, especially for people on a budget but still want that natural quality in their soap. So I really do think it's a big thing. Okay, by now it is important to know I have been using these soaps for some time now. I got a chance to really get a feel for them, and this is some of my thoughts about that performance wise. At the end of the day, I think they're okay. I think they were solid. I do think they could have probably been a little use an ingredient or two. I'm thinking like a shea butter, something along those lines. I say this because I did notice from time to time, like especially with my like the thinner areas of my skin, like especially my shoulders, dude. Especially my shoulders and a little bit of my forearms and things like that. I noticed my skin would be dry in those areas, and I think like a shea butter might help with that or something. you know, maybe the jojoba oil or honey or something, just something, you know, to help the soap with that. I think that could really take it to another level. But then again, that would probably increase. I know they're trying to shoot for affordability, and I know if you add something like that, it would probably make it be a little more expensive. But I'm just throwing things out there. I think those things like that would really help that soap, because I did notice those things. But overall, I think the soap was fine. My skin was really soft. I didn't have like any redness or irritation or anything like that. Just noticed my skin would dry at times. However, overall, quality speaking, performance speaking, I should say, I think these soaps did decent. They did fairly well. Very solid performance, I think, overall. Nothing really to report besides instances where I know it's dry skin. So take that for what that is. That could, some of you are probably saying, well, could that be from the fragrance oil? Possible. Very possible. Could be that as well. I'm not ruling that out. Okay, so wrapping up the video, recommendations wise, none of these soaps will get my okay. I don't feel comfortable okaying or signing off on anything that features these ingredients. However, I am super excited to go and check out the ones that have essential oils. I think the soap itself is very high quality. I think they have a lot of natural. I think they have a lot of good things going with the value and the size. I think it's overall a very good, solid. It's definitely worth looking into for sure. But hopefully, guys, you got some out of the review. Once again, this is Natural Soap Man, and be sure to leave me some recommendations if you have used some of their essential oil soaps. Man, let me know, because I'm definitely curious, because I do want to come back and check some of the soaps out in the near future. So, but with that being said though, guys, till next Tuesday, you guys take care, and bye-bye.